All right, we also have a lot of rats in the prison right now. There are 25 of them. Apparently, we're just not doing a very good job of getting rid of them. There's a whole bunch of them. So I am going to call pest control to get them in here. I know it's a little expensive, but I'm going to get them in here, try to get these rats out of here before the winter so people don't get sick and stuff. That's always a big problem. And then I think I have a little bit of money for this, and I actually already bought one extra, unfortunately. So we'll add another one here, and I might as well put another press in. And then I already bought the carpenter's table, apparently, so we're going to put that in here too. So carpenter's table, I can put a little gap. Nah, it's fine. It doesn't need a gap. Since I already bought it, I'll put it in here, okay? Now, there's a couple of things we're really going to need in this room too, because fires can happen in here too, all the time. Like, they can happen. So we're going to need water routed in here. We thankfully have this source of water right here, so it'll be fairly easy to bring water in from this side. But of course, we want to make sure that these pipes are insulated. So why don't we insulate up to here, I guess. We don't really need the farms to be protected right now, so we'll do that. And then we're going to want sprinklers to be in here. So fire sprinklers, we'll go with, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll be where our sprinklers are. And then we'll run the water cables for those sprinklers down like so. I think that's good. I think that's good, yeah. And we'll connect them up right here. It does go up a little bit more than that, I guess. One more row up, I guess. But that's okay. That's fine. And that will protect this room a little bit. And then we're also going to want to have a fire extinguisher in here for people to help with that too. We're going to put one of those, I think, by that table, and maybe put another one maybe over on this side. Yeah, I'll put another one over on this side too. And then an alarm, I suppose, is probably a good thing to have. We'll put a smoke alarm right in the center of this hallway area here. What's going on, guys? They just get in fights in this area a lot. I feel like this choke point, I mean, they're supposed to be going out of different doors, but there's really no incentive for them to go out different doors. You know, here's what I'm going to do. Maybe we can have them do it this way. I don't know if they'll use this door instead, but we'll see if they do. I'm going to put a double door here. So it's not a jail door, right? So I'll put a double door here. That's the problem, though. Like, then they'll always use this door, which is fine. They'll be inside longer, I guess, but maybe it is better to have them kick off outside, though. If I put a sniper tower over here, then that would cover this whole area. And then they would be a lot less likely to kick off in here. The programs they're going to be engaging with are way over here. They're not going to be getting suppressed from those, right? So this area here is you're supposed to suppress. We want to suppress right here. And then all the programs, we want them to not be suppressed and do things, and then back to suppression. That's how we kind of want this to be organized. I don't exactly have snipers yet. $5,000 is a bit pricey right now. We could do forestry labor, but I actually don't care to. I don't really want them in the forestry unless I mean, I guess if we really guard that, you know. Oh, let's do recycling initiative or incentive. Yeah, let's do that. I need to do offshore tax haven at some point too. Yeah, I really don't want prisoners to work in the forestry because they get like the saw and they get all these big heavy tools. But if I'm gonna have them working in the fields over here, then I mean I might as well have them work in the forestry. As long as we are being vigilant with them leaving this room with stuff, right? You just have to be really vigilant with that. And as long as we're on that, I think it'll probably be fine. All right, so it's 0 degrees. It's any second now. We're going to start seeing things freeze. Just not quite yet. Insulate. Pipe insulation. To make sure if there's any fires in this area, we're guarding against that too. We want to make sure that there's always something there to put the fire out. And now that we have a workshop that's, you know, somewhat sustaining, we can go into programs and we can get the workshop safety introduction course. If we do that, Looks like people are interested in it. It starts at 10 a.m., which is tomorrow. So, okay. But that means people can now start to learn how to work safely in the workshop, and therefore they will be able to produce stuff for us in the workshop. It would be really nice to be able to have that. Okay, now we need a quick way to get to exports, and I'm thinking maybe another export zone over here would be a good idea too. Exports. Let's put another export zone like right here. That's fine. Near the garbage is fine. And then what we'll do is this building. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna actually choose to go through the restaurant. This is gonna be parole anyway, so the door will actually end up being here. This is better. So for now, let's put a staff gate here and here. Yes, we'll just do the gates. That's fine. For now, we'll put the gates here and here. That'll let them more easily travel through here. The prisoners can't anyway because they're going to be coming through this side. And then I could open this up, but let's pass on that. Yeah, let's pass on that. And then this is all going to be inside eventually, so this electric fence will be all the way down here. I'll probably want to extend this once I have the money to do so. Speaking of having the money to do so, should we look at maybe getting a few more green energy sources? Is that worth the cash right now? If we can export more power, right? I don't know if that's worth it yet, but maybe. Are we actually able to harvest right now? Oh. Immature. Time to yield 25 hours. I think the stuff stops growing once it gets too cold. I don't think it will. I mean, I think the trees will actually be fine. It's 134 hours there, but I think the trees will be fine, but I think that stuff stops growing when it gets too cold. I kind of forgot how that works. Oh, the fire alarm. Oh. The fire alarm needs to be connected to power. Okay. That fire alarm needs to be moved. We're going to have to move that fire alarm. I'm going to put one. I have to have two of them then. So I'll put one here. And then the other fire alarm, I'll put it on the other side, I guess. Because there needs to be fire coverage. There needs to be alarms ready to go here. And they also need to be in range of power. And the power is on the outside wall. Those are always on. But the machines themselves, yeah, the machines need to have it. And then let's say maybe we go... Resistant to damage from rats or sudden electrical surges. That's the cable protectors. If we don't have rats, then you don't need cable protection. You know? That's the crazy thing. You don't need to spend on cable protection as long as you don't have rats. But rats are kind of hang out. There's a lot of them. Put one more basket in here, and then for prison labor, we only have 2 people working there. Maybe we'll get 4 working there. And there are actually 3 qualified prisoners to work here now. So we can get 3. Let's get more prisoners there. Excuse me? Tampering. Tampering. Indeed. Tampering with what? Let's search them. And then I messed this up. And we need to go staff only here. For now, we're going staff only in these rooms. Okay. So you guys are not allowed here. For now. So... you're going to get searched. Now that you've been out here tampering with things, you're going to get searched. Oh. You know, at least I haven't had a whole lot for, like, I don't have staff dying or anything. That's good. Speaking of which, if I get enough money, which I don't have enough money yet, but I would really like to start getting tasers in people's hands. I think that would be really good. We can go into policy. Is it policy? Yes. Equip stun batons. Requires both an armory, and it costs 350 per guard. Along with standard guards, riot guards will also come equipped with these new batons without their services costing any more. So equipping them with stun batons will provide them extra support to help restrain any unruly prisoners. Kind of like this. But yeah, it's 350 per, which is very expensive. I don't have enough money for that, but I think to prevent my staff from ever dying would be better, right? And plus if we can quell this violence very quickly, you know. So far they seem to be handling it pretty well though. They all have disarming certification, which is great. Let's take what staff programs. Electrical training still happening, pest control, Cold control training, disarm certification is kind of done. We don't really need any more on this. I'm just paying per session for nothing. So let's get rid of that. We can do taser certification, I suppose, on like maybe one group of guards. First aid training, fire safety training. Let's do that. Yeah, first aid training maybe is not as good. But we could do like one group of guards for the taser certification. But I don't want to have. I can't equip everyone with it yet. Not yet. It's just too expensive. I don't think this dollar value here is going to stay green. I'm fairly certain this will show a negative number, but we'll see. And we're only exporting right now, yeah, 1,700 units of power. So we do need to get to the green energy goals and get to 9 so that we can double the output of everything. And that's just, again, fully charging batteries, which happens over time. So we're 43% done. Holy crap, I was just hit with a huge fine. $20,000 fine for a prisoner reoffending fine. Wow. That's gnarly. That's a lot of money. So now I have negative $14,000. I've got a lot of debt now. But it actually is positive cash flow, surprisingly. And because I don't have any debt, right? Because I don't have any debt, that's not a huge deal. However, I'm not sure about staff morale. Do they get paid at the end of the day? Right? You get paid, so are they gonna get mad at me if I don't have the money to pay them? I don't know. It says average reoffending is 53% right now. This says 58. So I mean, that's lower than it was before. 12 prisoners have been released. Okay. I just need to do better. All right. That's it. That's the terms. Just do better. Put this here and put this here. All right. So we have equipment, tasers and stuff too. I just keep getting charged. Apparently I'm allowed to just perpetually go into debt like this. I don't have the money really to do this right now, so I'm gonna stop that. Fire safety training being active is okay, I think. I don't know, maybe we'll stop the cold training. We have 31 of our staff is trained in it, so I think that's okay for now. We need to start limiting our expenses here so we can get this under control. Pest control, you know, 86% of my staff know it, so I'll get rid of that right now. Nobody knows fire safety, so we're gonna put that in place. And then electrician training and stuff needs to kind of get up a little bit more too. Although 90% of my staff know it, it says. Yeah? Yeah. So there's that. The training room has a whole bunch of people in there. 9 passed. 90% of the people who have taken it. Yeah. I mean, 31 workmen and stuff is fine, but yeah, we need that. And then in order to do the workshop safety program, I think I need like a supply for the workshop. I need supplies for this. So I can't buy them because I, don't have the money to buy them right now. So what I'm going to do is just cut down some trees that are on the map. So we're going to dismantle object. I'm going to cut down some of those trees, cut down some of these trees out here. Yeah, if there's any other trees I can cut down, we'll go ahead and look to do that. But this is, it's nighttime. It's a little hard to see. Sorry about that. We'll just cut a bunch of trees down. The workers will come out and do that. A lot of this wood will end up in the workshop on the tables. And actually, I think I have some spare tables in storage. So I'll just go ahead and put... Ooh, that's actually going to get in the way of the future carpentry things. Well, we'll put that over here then. It's fine. So put an extra table in there, and then the workmen will get on with putting that in, putting all the wood and stuff in here. Adding supply to this area. And then running seriously low on cash, you think? Are there spare... We don't have any spare CCTV cameras. I'd like to get CCTV coverage in the workshop too. But for now, I think what I'll do is I'll just place a guard in here at all times. Yeah, I'll just put one guard in here all the time, so I always have a vision of that. Hi, Foreman. Due to some logistics errors, we're receiving extra supplies. I love it. That's great. Severe weather detected. Incoming weather event. We might need to take a loan for this weather event. That's Duncan Hay. I accidentally clicked on Duncan Hay. 28% chance. That's not bad. No? I'm getting there. Enforcer. So this weather event is here. It says weather warning issued, light blizzard, 10 hours and 40 minutes away. And then it transforms into an actual blizzard and then to light blizzard. So we're going to have the extreme weather starts today, man. That's what we knew about, right? 10 o'clock or so is what it said before. So we knew about that one. We have Duncan Dummer. Wait, is he getting intake right now? No, we already had Duncan Dummer. Duncan Dummer was already... Oh, because he reoffended. Right. Because he's, dumber. Now he's extremely volatile. Ex-gang member. He's an ex-gang member. Oh, interesting. They've decided that gang life wasn't for them. But the gang is not happy about this. So Duncan Dummer needs to be in protective custody. Is that so? Okay, Duncan Dummer. You get to be, you get to have your own cell block in here. Now, as it's getting cold, let's check temperatures again. Make sure everywhere is warm. And these offices, I'm not sure if it's really a big deal. The workshop needs to have something, though. So let's, oh boy, like hot water. I guess there's a little bit this way. There's that. Yeah, we've insulated that already. So I guess I don't have the money to do it, though. I don't really want to take a loan. I would much rather get an advance, or maybe get like an ex-gang member protection program. There's a $30,000 advance here. Build 10 cells in a protective only sector. Build a shower room in a protected only sector. Canteen, kitchen, yard. Assign a guard to a protected only sector, and assign one ex-gang member to protective custody. I think I have this. I think we have this. Pretty close. I need a kitchen. Oh, shit. I need the kitchen stuff in there, too. I didn't read that. Tell you what, though. I mean, can we fudge it? Shower room is very easy, right? We can just go... Hold on, shower. We just say this is the shower room. And then I have spare shower heads, don't I? Don't I have spare shower? I don't have spare shower heads, but we can just put like 2 in there, whatever. Right? So we put that. There's a shower room. I need 1 shower head in here, and I don't even need 2. Hang on. Yeah. This is why I have a lot of guards in the area. And some of them have a taser. Tasers are good. I think I want that program back. I think tasers are good enough to where I want it back. I'm gonna put it in there. But here we go. We're in here, and then I can't fudge the kitchen unless I do this. I have to do that. That would work. Canteen and protected only sector. So I can just fudge that by making this protective only as soon as they're done eating, right? You're going to solitary. You know what? I've decided you're not. No, you're Duncan. You're always going to solitary. I can't forgive a Duncan right away. Can't do that. It's got to have it. So I think this we're going to be able to do this. No problem. So the shower room will end up being protective. There we go. And then the assign a guard to protective. So we just go like that. Right? Assign a guard to a protected only sector. Just did that. I think they have to actually report there though. But it's okay. They'll get there. And then I need to build the canteen in there, which they're about to leave. There they go. So all I have to do now is do this. And so now that's it. Done. The grant is completed. We can fudge it that way. Nice. This goes back to shared. This gets out. We'll just dismantle it. And then this room designation also goes away. And then this can go back to being staff only. Here we go. Also, hang on. Staff only. Yep. Staff only. Yep. Anything else that you guys want to try and do for me here? Staff only. Let's do that really quick so they don't go in there. This is all fine for now. This is all fine. We could probably tell them they're not allowed to go into this area. But then the protective custody people can't get back, so never mind. Yeah, this is okay. This is fine. Okay. And then he's preparing for a class. We're going to go ahead and turn this on. And if you're wondering what the little blue semicircles are, that's what happens when you get fire coverage. That's the fire alarm saying, okay, I'm active. I'm good. Let's put that in place. And then the fire alarm obviously should have been connected already. But if you click range, you can see the range on that is pretty good. It's pretty out there. I have 2 of them. Again, redundancy, because if the fire starts here and it destroys this right away, then I don't get the fire alarm. So I have 2 of them as redundancy. And then this area here is supposed to have 2 as well. I just didn't do it yet. So fire alarm. Nope. Alarm. Right there. Okay. Now, what about that fire pit? What is that? Fire pit. Stone structure that will produce light without any electricity, whilst also keeping the bugs away from your prisoners. Wood fuel included. I wish it would create warmth outside. I think that would have been significantly helpful if it created warmth outside. But it doesn't look like it does. I also think I want some more rat traps. Yeah, I want more rat traps because we have rat problems and I just hate that. So we'll put the rat trap in the corner there. Let's put another one right there. Put another one, maybe. I'm not entirely sure where the rats keep popping up. I mean, there was a few out here, and I guess because of our orchard, hey, banana trees. Because of our orchard and all our stuff growing, maybe it is a good idea to have like a rat trap out here somewhere, just to see if we can catch them before they mess with the stuff. A little notebook page. So these are notebook pages. If you haven't seen these before, supposedly, I can't verify this, but supposedly these are like scanned pages from the original developers at Introversion when they are planning the game and like handwriting all their notes and stuff, like what they want to, you know, do it. And there are like a lot of different pages, right? So you can get the whole book and get all their notes on the game if you just like discover them over time. So like I have a few of them like right here. Protection and punishment reform is one I just found. But if I go to like page 72, we have things about contraband probabilities, you know, looking at that kind of stuff. We can come up to page 53. There's some stuff here about disaster recoveries, gangs, race riots, death row, stuff like that, right? So they have a lot of different stuff in there. I believe that's what those notes are. I could be wrong. I'm sure people will correct me if I am. Okay. So I think we have the ability now to survive this, and I'm waiting for this, blizzard to start, but I'm thinking we have enough to pay for all the things we need now. You know, first aid training can start now, I guess. Get people training for that too. And gang rehabilitation can begin. And we actually have one gang member pigeon is interested in that rehabilitation program. So gang rehabilitation will happen from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. it says. Is that a time where he can actually do it? I think it's a 1 hour thing, so he should be able to get there, but he'll be in lockup, so he won't be able to complete it because he won't be able to get there fast enough. So I think what I'll do is I'll do something like this. But now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep. That should be fine. 6 hours of sleep, that's more than I get every night. You guys will be fine. No problem. I mean, you're just lounging around all day. You're not even doing anything. Although we're about to be putting them to work, yeah. And then like right here, you have people who are able to buy things from the store, right? So they can get their luxuries. So we shouldn't have very many people complaining about luxuries needs. Yeah, there are a few, but it's not a super critical thing. Clothing's a big deal. We're gonna need to do something about that. And I have enough people working here, I thought, but I'll get some more people working in the laundry. Yep, we have 4 people that are qualified to work in here, and then 3 that are working on cleaning there. I think I'll take one of them away from this cleaning job, so maybe you'll go off and do another one. And then, did we get the recycling thing? Okay, we did. So offshore tax haven is a huge help to budgets. It's enormous. It's a very, very good thing. So right now, our corporate tax rate is 15%, and today we'll pay $719 in corporate taxes. It's ick. And I think that's actually yesterday, but we're paying a lot. And so if we get the offshore tax haven, it's $50,000, but the earlier you get it, this, and especially since your prison is going to constantly grow and you're going to get more and more people, the earlier you get it, the faster, way faster that it pays for itself. So it's a really good idea to get it if you have nothing else to spend the money on. So right now with 33,000 and no debt, I could take an advance that pays me up to, gets me up there, right? Like this is going to take a while, so we don't want to do gang warfare until after we're done with some of these other ones. Reformed prisoner initiative, achieve 100 reformed prisoners after release. That we're going to get later. We're not going to bother with that just yet. Restaurant, bakery, all these things. Criminally insane wing. I don't really want that yet. I mean, it's really cell block C is the thing. And I would normally do that and then, I would work on it. But since I can't do that by the end of this video, I think I'll just have to... Oh, these are not even put in yet. Darn. Since I can't do it by the end of this video, I'll just do it later. And I'll make that like a project for next time or something. But we need to put the water in here. Oh, right like this. There we go. I'll get these cells set up so they can be used. And then for the hot water system, I think we're probably pretty good there other than just like the, doing the showers. But it's really about the warmth. We're good with that. We're good with the warmth. Go there with it. And then I guess I'll give... It's not that expensive to give these guys hot showers. This is solitary confinement, though. I think if you're in solitary, you don't deserve hot showers. You have regular showers already, right? Yeah, there's already water running through there, so... I don't think you deserve hot showers in solitary. So I'm not going to give it to you. But everything else is getting worked on there, too, so that'll add more cells there. I really think maybe something else needs to be done with this. There's just a lot of violence always in this space. And maybe this is where I start segregating a little bit. I mean, we're going to eventually move people around anyway, but I think medium and maximum security needs to get some kind of separation going. Maybe that's where I go with this extra cash that I have. Maybe I go with just, expanding to a new cell block and just get more cells, just get more people in. I can spend, 14 grand to get this whole building put in all the way out to here. Maybe that's where I go with this. Although it'd be nice to actually be able to complete the cells. I think completing the cells is really important in this case. So I'm going to go like this. So we're going to build this out. They'll cut down these trees and everything. We'll get this extension wing going with some of that cash. And then I need people to work here. And so hopefully, where's my prison labor? Yeah, hopefully we start getting some people to work here pretty soon. Because we have lots of wood here. We have the metal plates, so they can start working in here and start producing things, and then we can export it. But it looks like a lot of these prisoners just aren't interested in working just yet, so maybe I can incentivize them a little bit, huh? So if I want them to work in a certain place more than others, how do you incentivize somebody to work in one place and not another? Well, you do it, and I don't know which tab it is, that's why I'm trying to find it, but you do it by paying them more, right? You pay them more. I gotta figure out where the hell it is. Right here, prisoner wages. So if we want to pay them more money to work in a certain location, then we will. So maybe the cleaning cupboard, maybe we pay them 80% to work in the cleaning cupboard. That's a pretty cheap. It's pretty easy to do that job, right? Maybe I pay them 90% to work in laundry, although we have a clothing issue, so that's actually a problem. So maybe I go 110% for laundry, right? And then maybe I say the workshop, I pay you 120%. So you get to make more money by working in those places. So you're going to be more incentivized to work in those places. So we'll try that. We'll say that you could pay just a little bit more to work in the workshop. And maybe that will incentivize people to go there. I think because we have 50 prisoners now, I think I'm going to go just a little bit more on guards. I think I need more guards because I remember they're taking breaks and stuff too, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more guards, I think. Yeah. Be cautious of the potential hazards that come in the winter weather. Cold weather. Winter is coming. It's already here, dude. Winter is here now. Okay, so we want to see if there are any pipes that are freezing. And of course, new pipes and stuff, we can go in and and try to insulate them too, so make sure they always work. I want to make sure that the bare minimum, all the toilets always work. Because I don't know about you, but I think it's a real drag when my toilet doesn't work. Let's go ahead and take down these pipes too. They're not necessary. And these cells. Hello, doctor. Reports of a few prisoners may have the flu. Action may be taken to keep it under control. May need to be taken to keep it under control. Okay, so we have 3 prisoners with the flu. And that can happen in the cold weather. So I guess the question really is, what do we do about it, right? Well, I'm going to hire one more doctor, or I can do just like a quick... I only have 2 doctors actually now. I should have 3, but I think I might actually call an emergency squad and have paramedics come in and see about them helping us. So I'm gonna call the paramedics in and see if they can't help us in alleviating that problem. Now, I don't know where these prisoners are who have the flu. So let's take a really quick look at where they're going, right? This is like a big free time slot is all this is. But there's a lot of prisoners walking around in here. So I guess we're just going to take these paramedics and we'll tell them to walk and hang out in this area. And if any of the prisoners who have the flu walk past them, they should treat them, I think. That's how that works. This guy right here, he just got treated. The doctor just treated him. So that's one that has the flu. Status effect, right? Has the flu. It looks like our doctors may actually just take care of this. Oh, they're reacting to something. Oh boy. See, this guy has the flu. I think he just got treated. Yep. That's the guy. And then, see, this guy right here just grabbed it. So they treated him too. Now there are 11 with the flu. So every time they walk past these guys, they'll spring to life and treat them. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to have a lot of people treated because it's going to start spreading, right? We have other doctors here. These guys are going to spread. If we see anybody with the flu that's not treated, that's the problem, right? Treated. Treated. I mean, anybody who's in this area is getting treated now. This guy's treated already too. Yep. This guy is just angry. That's his status effect. That makes sense. We're going to need more people stationed in here too. I think I want, like, say 3 guards in this area at all times. And then I think maybe for patrols, we get an extra guard. Because I got a lot of people stacked in this area for the sake of, you know, keeping people safe here. I think I'm going to have an extra guard stationed. Maybe an extra dog. Let's have a dog stationed here. Only in this one schedule, though? Yeah, maybe we'll do this by schedule. Say in the red period of time, maybe here. That way they can go around and maybe find cells that are hiding things. And the prisoners are least likely to be there. Where is this violence taking place? I'm hearing lots of violence, but I don't see it. Yep, there it is. Yep, dog's injured. John Cena once again. Man, this guy needs like permanent punishments, you know. Hey, Chief. Guards on patrol outdoors are reporting visibility issues. It seems they can't spot prisoners too far ahead. Yeah, well... Oh, this guy's trying to find somebody to treat for the flu. If you have the flu, why are you fighting? I think you'd be super sick, right? Unconscious. You know, doctors have to treat them, but that's okay. So this is why we have the paramedics on hand. They can treat everybody with the flu, hopefully, and we don't have anyone dying. This here doesn't matter anymore, I don't think. I'm gonna... Yeah, I already removed all the pipes for this, didn't I? Oh, it's frozen at that point only. Okay. Here's what I think of that. Oh, I can't remove a frozen pipe? Interesting. Well, I have people who are trained in cold, so hopefully they will get on that. But look at this. We have a prison full of ragamuffins. The heck is a ragamuffin? Wait, I need to look this up. What the heck is a ragamuffin? Okay, so apparently a ragamuffin is a person who just has like raggedy clothes, like really like rags for clothes. But interestingly enough, if you Google ragamuffin, you get a picture of a cat. Because apparently ragamuffin is also a breed of cat, and I didn't know that either. So I learned 2 things about ragamuffin today from this video. Crazy. It's just real interesting that they have tattered clothing. I have people consistently working in laundry and everything, but so maybe I simply need more janitors, and that sucks. But yeah, people working in, I need more of them. So let's go. I mean, seriously, because like they take breaks and everything too, so they're not doing much. So yeah, I guess that's just what's needed to happen. We need more janitors cleaning clothes. The sound effects are actually pretty cool. And look at everything freezing. It's wild. Everything's being frozen. But our pipes are insulated. Okay, for the most part, our pipes are insulated, right? So we're trying our best. Whew, doesn't it look cold? It just looks really cold. I'm noticing the number of prisoners with the flu is dropping now, so I think the paramedics can go home. I don't really need them anymore. And we have our own doctors for anything else that may be needed. If there is another prisoner out there somewhere, we can do that. Where is temperature right here? Okay, so temperature, yeah, we still need to get some temperature stuff happening in the workshop here. So let's go over to water. I never remember what these things are. All these separate tabs in this utilities menu didn't exist the last time I played, so it's kind of it's just kind of interesting to have them. Everything is in tabs now. You know? We're gonna put that right there, and then I just need to get the hot water tab. So yeah, we're gonna bring this hot water from over here, and I guess we just bring it up from this side. Should be fine. That'll give us it'll give us some heat inside the workshop. It wouldn't be, I don't know if that's the optimal position for that though, you know, because it's way up here. So I feel like this is still gonna be cold. I'm gonna need another one. Yeah, I don't think that's the best position for that. I'm gonna change this to be not the light. The light can stay. Leave the light. Don't move the light. The fire extinguisher, I'm gonna change that to be, maybe just sit it right next to this. Like sit it right here instead, you know? Maybe let them be there, but I think I'm gonna put this here instead. So the hot water pipes, assuming they can actually make it this far down, which that's pretty far. I don't know if we can actually get it there. I might be able to. This is stuck. I might need another boiler for this. I mean, granted, I am going to have these rooms here too, and so it will have to reach this too. So maybe I will just have another boiler. And then obviously all of these guys are going to want eventually to be heated. So, and another boiler is probably just inevitable at this point. So maybe we just work on that too. We have a lot of money for that. So I'm thinking we can go with this hot water or this normal water, and maybe I bring it over and we pop another. We put another one like right here on the side. Yeah, and then is that close enough to this though? It's not. I don't want the big pipes to be this far down though. If I'm gonna do it, I want it to go indoors. So it'd basically be this one is the one I'm looking to do that with. Because if you're not familiar with the game, the prisoners can dig, you know, through the toilets and stuff in their cells. And if they dig to one of these pipes, they get to just, it's not like they get to crawl through the pipe, but it's so fast to dig that effectively they're just like using these pipes as like a highway. And so if you bring these pipes near the outside of wherever your fencing and stuff is, they'll be able to get further with it. And that's not what you want to have happen. So if I go this far with this, I probably want like another fence somewhere around here. Like just put another fence in place anyway. So like this wall right here, we bring this fence out just to do it, just to be thorough about this. We bring this fence out, and then maybe I just kind of let that be connected there. And then over here, right, so we have these two areas. This is going to end up being a hallway at some point. Because of that, we'll go ahead and put a water boiler, which is going to need power out this way too. But we can put a water boiler down here, and then this should be, I think, close enough. Once I get this pipe all the way down this far, I think this will be close enough to provide hot water to this whole section. And that will be good, I think. So if I go maybe like right here, let's put this water boiler maybe here. It's kind of sticking out in the middle of the whole area here, but that's fine. We'll bring that to there so it can happen. And then this hot water pipe, we'll bring that all the way around this way. And I think instead we'll bring it up here and we'll pop it right here. So the radiator can go like right here. That's kind of more centrally located in here. So I'm kind of hoping that is gonna provide better heat for this whole area. I don't know if it will or not, but I'm hoping it will. And then we'll have to just let them build that. We're just gonna take a bit. For the electrical side of it, you have to provide power to this too, and we're already bringing power this way, so I think maybe we'll just take this power and bring it over here like this. So this whole thing just ends up kind of being a utility row right on this wall. Oh man, I just spent so much money on tasers just now. Can I like maybe not do that anymore? Can we I mean, taser certification was cool, but I don't know about doing it again. Not yet. We'll just take that off for now. And you know, we got some first aid training, fire safety trainings happening right now. That takes multiple sessions, right? And then let's go. I just hired new guards, and I think I want kind of everybody to be trained in disarming. I think I want every guard to know how to disarm. And you know what? I'm going to actually take and edit the schedule here for this. Disarming right here. I'm going to bring this up to, let's just put it here. I don't know what time it currently is. Let's go 4 a.m. Time is it right now? 3. Okay, perfect. So the disarming certification can happen really, really quickly here. Good. I like to do that at night because then they can, you know, go to class at night and then they work during the day because they don't go home. They live here. It's just how that works. I have an extra water boiler now. I must have double paid. Crap. Oh, it is what it is. So this is what happens when you're, excuse me, I had like a frog in my throat there. This is what happens when your pipes freeze, right? It just stops the water. And then these guys, whoever are trained in how to work with this stuff, they can go in and try to thaw it. Yes, doctor? Congratulations on handling this calamity. Due to your incredible managing skills. Thank you. Your staff will work more efficiently for the next 3 days. Ooh, okay. Not entirely sure how what that exactly translates to, but I guess that hopefully it just means that they, you know, build a little faster and maybe walk a little faster. I don't know. There is a lot of stuff happening in here, and I just, my goodness, we definitely need some suppression in this area. I might. I would regret it if I went for snipers right now. I think I'd regret it. But this path right here is always a problem. It's because everybody's together. So this is where separating them would be a very big help. I think you have different security sectors and everything, and trying to separate them would be a really big thing. So when we get this done, it looks like it needs a door. It does indeed. Let's put the door for this right here. Actually, would be a good door for this. Let's put this right here. There we go. Yeah, if I can get that to be installed. And then in the common rooms, do we want to give them anything else? This is going to eventually be like one of the good ones, right? I need to get the planning lines out of the way. This is still here. There we go. We're going to make this one of the good ones. Yeah, so I think I'll put some arcade. Yeah, some arcade machines and stuff. Maybe put a couple of arcades in the corner over there. All right, just to give them something else that they can enjoy doing in here. There's a radio and all that. There's lots of seating, television, table tennis, and they should be able to, yeah, play in this if they want to. But what we'll do is in the deployment screen, I can make this just medium, and that way during free time, the maximum security prisoners can do things. They just can't do this because this is locked up to them. They can't go in here. So now this is the part where we start, and it's a very small start, but it's a start to giving them that incentive to want to behave. Hey, if I'm wearing an orange shirt, I can go in that common room and play in the arcades. I can't do that right now, but those guys can. That's the kind of stuff that we want to have happen. And I can also maybe do the video call booth over there too, because I think that's kind of a waste of time, honestly. Putting it over there. So I think we'll do a video call booth right over here as well. And we'll put it right here. And then I can maybe move this radio a little bit. We'll put it over in this corner over here. All right, so now we're taking this out, and I can just turn this into a cell. Easy. Let's go quick build, custom, clone, cell, go. There we go. Turn that into a cell now too. All right then. And then I need the tattoo removals and stuff, right? This isn't my permanent place for, you know, these guys, right? Like, this is eventually going to be the workshop that these guys work in. This will be the workshop that these guys work in. right? So I'm thinking low sec here initially, or eventually low sec here. I'm thinking medium sec here. And then you get the max stuff happening in this area, the super max area. Death row probably shouldn't be here. Death row will most likely be in a facility on the other side of the road when we expand land. It'll probably be there. Death row is just not something that I really rush to. I think a lot of people do. Certainly the game has been asking me to do this for a long time. But I don't really rush to that kind of stuff, so it's not a big deal to me to have that happen. Are they gonna build this, or is this still pending, or what? Yeah, I need this. I need this in now. Can we focus on this, please? All of this stuff, please. All right, I think I've probably had enough on this video here. It's probably getting pretty long at this point. You can see we're fairly stable. We understand how things work here with the winter. I think we winterized pretty well. We don't really need a whole lot of cable protection as long as we keep the rats under control. But, you know, there's maybe some instances where that's going to be an important thing. I think in the high voltage area here, probably just getting that happening is a good idea. This is already protected, so these can stay working. But underneath them counts as it counts. So like we don't want to need that. So I think what I can do maybe is I can deactivate these utilities here and then add an electrical there. And that'll give me just a little bit of extra wire. I don't have to protect quite as much. And then I can go in and protect that cable, right? And then we can protect all of these cables so that there's no shorts in here, because this is, you know, stuff will cause fires and I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking we just make sure that all these cables are immune to rats, at least in this room. And then maybe all the way down here, we can make them immune to rats as well. So once the workmen get on doing that stuff, then we'll be good to go. And then I think at that point, you know, the programs are in place to train them on how to work there. So yeah, there are people that are going to learn this and hopefully they pass. And yeah, what I really need to do is not allow people who are going to reoffend to get out of here, because this number needs to consistently drop, right? We need it down to 30. All right, but I'm not going to accept another grant because I'm taking off to get my kids. So thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.